Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Kevtendo and today I'm going to be showing you guys this. It's the newest picture I've done, which was a costume, which I've had this idea for a while. I've wanted to do like little costume ideas for my character depending on what games that I would play. So for this one, this is for the Halo Master Chief Collection, which is me in a a UNSC Marine outfit, I guess. It's just like the Marines from Halo. So I picked this design just because I remembered that the Marines had helmets that didn't have like a little face mask thing, so you would still be able to see me in there and it wouldn't just be some helmet. So that's the design. That's why I chose that. I wonder if I can add the picture, I think. Let me see. Add the picture I used. Go here to... Oh wait, I can go here to add. No, canvas. I'll figure it out. Reference, here we go. So here's the little reference I used for the Marines. You could see that they don't have like a face plate over their face. So I thought that that would be the best choice for me to go with, rather than just making me like a Spartan with like a Spartan helmet. Though technically I could just be a Spartan without a helmet, now that I think about it. But that's the design I went with, because I thought it was simpler, I thought it was nice, and I thought it would give me a helmet too. So it started off with my original version of my character, if I can, there we go, which this one I made back in like 2020, I think it was 2020, yeah. I made this back in 2020. This is when I was still using like Paint Tool Sai on my PC, and then once I got my iPad earlier this year, 2021, once I got my iPad, I went in and I made the new version I have right down here that's moving. So you could see there's some definite improvements there, especially the eyes aren't as beady. But so I went over the eyes. This starts from back then, and starts from me making my like little Vtube studio or Vtube studio model that I'm using now. So you will see things like the head, the line going through. You'll see like a lot of intersecting lines. And that's just because you have to like separate things into a bunch of different layers. So I need to make like a closed mouth and an open mouth. I need to make eyes closed, open, closed, open eyes, whatever. So that's where that came from. And then I just duplicated that file to start from there to give myself like a little basis to start off of. And then I started adding things like the helmet. And I did like a pretty rough sketch, I would say, just to get the general design down. I think it turned out very well. I had to reposition the gun so it was like pointing a little more, because my arms are like a little stubby, so they're not like long reaching arms. So I had to like draw the gun at like a different angle to, you know, match my other hand there on the left. And then after that, we went in and we kind of touched up the lines a bit. Let's see if we can... Yeah, over here we touched up the lines a bit. It took me a little while to get like the right shape I needed, but eventually ended up getting it. I drew the back of the helmet there just because I knew that because I had to make this a bunch of different layers, there was going to have to be a back part of the helmet. So that's why there's that back part there along the bottom. Let's see if we can, that part there. And then we kept drawing the body, we kept adding more and more detail to it, kind of touching up, smoothing out the lines. I went and made the DMR, which I didn't realize this. Since playing Halo Reach, I've been mainly using the DMR. It's just purely coincidental. I didn't mean to like only use that because I was like, that's what I'm going to use. It just works. It works so much better for Halo Legendary. But yeah, so I went and I started adding the color I needed, added some layers that I had already used, so I didn't have to like go and redo all that. Then I started coloring in the helmet. I just went for like a base green for like the whole armor suit. Then I went for like a darker green for the darker parts, like the buckles and stuff. Then like a little bit of a gray for the gun and for like the what would you call that? The like undersuit layer of armor. I don't know. But yeah, that's what I went for, and I went and took that darker green to add darker green to like the parts of the helmet later on. Did I do that on the... No, I didn't. So that left part of that part of the helmet that goes over my ear on the right side there, that's supposed to be like a darker green, but I left it a lighter green and just added like the shading to it just because I thought that visually that looked better. So that's one of the changes I made to like the actual design. But here's my little character. I went back in and added the highlights because I forgot the highlights again. You can see my hair here is sticking out of both sides, but I felt like that was a little too much. Like there shouldn't be that much hair sticking out if I'm wearing a helmet. So I just removed that hair on the side, and I like having it there just on the one side because then it kind of looks more like the hair's coming out from like the back rather than flipping out from the side. So I like that better. I went back through, added the highlights there, added the hair again. Worked on the highlights for a little while. And then I put over there, I put KTO1 just for Kevtendo. And I think that's about it. Yeah, that's about it there. And I already got this rigged up. If you've already seen the Halo Reach videos, you'll have seen it. But I'll go ahead and add it here so you can see what it looks like rigged. There we go. Let me move my desk so you can see this. Hold on. Ooh, that's me. Wait a minute. Let me shrink myself down a little bit. There we go. All right, so here is my little version of me, little Space Marine me. This is the same thing. It does look different. I knew I wasn't crazy. If you look at like the skin tone, it looks more saturated. The color looks more saturated on my iPad than it does once it's actually loaded in. But yeah, so this is my little character. I got him rigged. I kind of made it so like he can tilt his head up and then he can tilt his head down. The mouth doesn't seem to work when I tilt my head up, but either way that works. But yeah, so here's my little character, my little costume. I really like this one. I really like it. I feel like I rigged the head a little better because I gave the head some rotation, gave the body some rotation, and I made it so I could tilt my head up and tilt my head down. But yeah, I really like this one. So that's about it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to do all the little doodads down below. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.